The 2021 Innovator in Production Research Award is presented to Mike Coleman of Humboldt. A third-generation farmer, Mike manages a row crop operation with his wife, mother, and brother-in-law. Mike and his family install their own field tile and use soil and stock sampling to improve management decisions. He enjoys doing population studies, fertilizer and fungicide trials, seed treatments, and more. A self-proclaimed lifelong learner, Mike uses grain marketing and yield maps to improve his farm. Implementing filter strips and bioreactor and enrolling in CRP helps his farm improve water quality. He relies on the Iowa Soybean Association to take samples and share the results. For these reasons and more, the Iowa Soybean Association and John Deere presents Mike Coleman the Innovator in Production Research Award.
It's humbling, we've dealt with the Soybean Association. I started back in the early 2000s doing trials. So been a long, enjoyable, partnership that we've had between each for a long time, and it's just, like I said, very humbling to accept this award. We started years ago and we've done various trials, whether it's been population trials, nitrogen trials, fungicide, you name it, we've tried about everything. And the one thing I really enjoy about it is if I have one that I want to try, I'll call down and we'll get something set up with a replicated trial. And there's nobody that I've ever worked with that's been as good with the trial, and I feel like the data they crunch it, it's just spot on to what you need, and then you can implement it on your farm. A lot of times you hear people talking that this product did 4 or 5 bushel betters, and then you really start talking to them, how did the where'd your data come from, and then you realize that it was more they saw that on the monitor, where with this it's actually factual data that's replicated trials. I guess that's what really makes me excited when I see that, because then I know when I implement it for the next years on my farm that the data is actually solid and true, and you can see it from everywhere in the state, not just in my area. So some of the main ones that I always enjoy are the fungicide ones, because some years they pay, some they don't, and that's one to me where you're talking fairly high dollars that it costs an acre, and I want to know that I have a return if I'm going to use them. We've been dealing with ISA for early 2000s, as early as my recollection, and just been a great organization to deal with. Always solid people. You call, you have questions, they get them answered right away, and it's fun. And I look forward to what the future has to hold, and because you never know in this industry, things change rapidly, and they're a support line for you, and if you need anything figured out, they'll help you out.